The Skeena River near Terrace, British Columbia offers some of the best salmon and steelhead fishing you can experience in the world. If you come at the right time, which is usually the early August right through the end of August, you have the opportunity to catch all 5 salmon species and big steelhead. So it's Skeena River today as we take you sport fishing on the fly.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you in part by Islander Reels, Precision Reels, Hardy & Gray's Fly Fishing Rods, born to fish, and the Freshwater Fishery Society of BC. Catch what you've been missing. Go Fish BC.
Oh man.
It could even be a coho.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like it's that bright
That's
coho.
the thing in the Skeena here. You can't tell what you're getting because you got to wait. They're all chrome. They're all chrome silver. And hey, whatever it is, just a beautiful fish.
I think it's a nice steelhead.
And you think it's a steelhead? I can't tell. They're all just chrome.
I'm gonna try for a grab. He's gonna go.
Yeah. Oh.
No, actually, you know, now that I got a closer look, I think it might be a coho. It might even be a little chinook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll have to look at the
Well,
gums.
look at the gums, right?
I think it's a
Coho?
might be a coho. I don't know. We'll have to look at the gums.
Oh yeah.
With the nice spots. And
Yeah. Looks like a coho. It's starting to get the kite, the big male.
No, but the little chinooks look like this too.
Yeah, but he's got the white gums, right?
Is that what it is? White gum?
White gums. So there's the fly. Show you that in a bit. Oh, he's got it right in the good part of the jaw too. Again, coho, nice and silver, the great colors. You can tell it's a male type jaw, but what it is it's just black mouth, a little bit of black, but white gums.
White gums.
And that tells you it's a coho rather than a Chinook. Chinooks are all black. So what do you think that guy weighs?
Well, that's probably, that's over 10 pounds for sure.
That's what you expect to catch when you come out here. You just don't know, do you?
No, don't know anything. We can get all 6 species in one day, including like steelhead, all the salmon and the steelhead.
Well, let's let this guy go. I'll move out of your way and let you do it. Oh, look at that big chrome. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. All right, good job.
Very nice. You know, the real cool thing is we're fishing shallow water. That's what I like.
Yep, bottom bouncing in, and then you let the fly tail, like you had that steelhead on. They'll often hit in the tail, and the salmon will often take it as its bottom bounce.
The funny thing is, the steelhead I had in front of you, probably 12-pound steelhead, bit like right at your feet.
Right at my feet, yeah.
And you know the clarity. It's raining for a change. You know, we always come up north, it's always raining on us, but this is my favorite kind of fishing. I know Les, our camera guy, hates it, but I love it. Shelter for the fish, they move in, it's great fishing.
It's great fishing.
Right on, let's get some more.
Okay.
Yeah. Another one. This is awesome.
He's going upstream.
Oh, the beauty of it is you just go into the pocket. Essentially, we've got a little seam here. There's these seams all up the river. They're just all gravel bars everywhere. And you just fish these seams. It's fantastic. Oh, what do you think?
Whoa.
Oh. Down there when I saw it, it looked like a coho. The way it was moving, but I couldn't tell, right? You can't. You just never know.
Kind of hit on the swing, so.
Yeah. Might be steelhead.
Could be. We'll get him over in here.
So where's the glove?
Right on my bag.
Oh,
right
on the bag? Okay. Very important piece of equipment you need when you come out, the glove. Because you got to tail these. Either you take a big net with you, which we don't have. We never really use nets. Or you get a good tailing glove. And the peduncle, or the tail on these fish are so huge, you really gotta You really got to grab them. Well, I love the initial hit. The initial hit, if we ever get it on camera,
Yeah,
it's very cool. Because they just hit and they're gone. They're in the air. They're just going crazy.
Okay, I'll pull it up because you got it. That's the
Yeah.
other thing with this. It's better to back them up.
Back
Keep
'em
that
up.
flex in your rod. If you
Well,
reel up too tight on it,
That's a great point. I mean, that's why you have the rod. I see so many people making the mistake of dropping the rod tip and going straight arm. You don't want to straight arm these fish. You want to use the rod, use the bounce in the rod, so whenever it flexes, the fish doesn't get off.
oh, he doesn't like coming over here. Steelhead? Mike figures a steely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't tell yet.
Well, you hit on a swing. Hit on, that's where you may.
Oh, yeah, it's a steelhead. Actually, it's not. It's a coho.
Coho,
It's a
another
nice
coho.
coho, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we
another
had,
coho.
we had to look at it, but it is a coho. And again, a good way to tell, look at the gums. There he is there. Nice fish, eh?
Yeah, nice fish.
Beauty. Well, let's get him back in the water and let her get underway here. Oh, gee. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That's what you call an upstream salmon. Oh, gee.
They don't have any
Excellent.
trouble recuperating. All
Nice
right.
job.
That's good.
There's never any problem with the recoup, eh? They're just
No,
gone.
they're gone. And we've only been fishing for about an hour and
Well, of course, we're up at first light. As you can tell by the way we look, we're up at 4:30 getting out here, but you have to do that too
Yeah.
if you want to get the really good early morning fish. But the beauty too is you can fish all day out here.
Yep.
Essentially take a break at lunch, go back in, have some food, and come back out.
especially depending on the rain that's here.
But that's the slot right
Yeah,
there. We're
right
going to
there.
show you everybody where the slot is, where we're catching them. That's what you're looking for. So let's go hit it again. The goal to fishing out here on the Skeena is finding the proper bars. Now there's bars all the way up the stem. We're in the Hell's Gate stem, which is the quickest route for the fish upstream. It's quite fast all the way through, but quite shallow. What you're doing is looking for slack water where the fish can hold. So I'm looking at this little pocket I have in front of me here. It's slack water. I'm only in a foot of water, fishing to about 2 feet, and I'm gonna let my fly swing through. So again, the goal, I've got weights on. I'll show you the recommended setup in a bit. Cast it out, and actually I'm just bottom bouncing, so I'm high sticking. I'm just letting that fly swing down through with the weights. And again, try to get it out a little bit. It's tough to cast with the weights. We've got actually 2 split shots on here. Get it slightly upstream, and again, high stick it. You'll feel the weights bouncing along the bottom. Your fly just swings on through, and as soon as that fly stops, obviously pick up your line because you've probably got a fish on. And again, don't wade out too deep. You want to just cast out a little bit upstream, stay in that current, and just high stick it and let those flies and the weight bounce along the bottom. And then, and every time you get a pull, set it up because the fish will follow them. Now the big thing is with steelhead will follow that fly right in the tail out. So let it free drift for the salmon first. And once it gets near the end, just let it swing through like you would any other normal pattern. And a lot of times we pick up steelhead on that swing. So that's a little bit about the technique that's really effective here out on the Skeena. Fish, big rod, 8 weight minimum. I got an 8 weight. I got the new Hardy Angel Smuggler. It's my favorite, isn't it?
The Angel Smuggler.
The Angel Smuggler is just a great rod. This thing you can bend right from the butt, as you can see. It's been a fantastic rod. We've had a whole bunch of other rods get broken. You know, the older ones we had, some of these older, you know, different types. But these Hardys stand up to anything. And again, good reels. Of course, we have the Islanders, best reel on the market, but you need good reels out here because these fish will spool you off when they take you out and down. And the big key is keep them in the pool. A little trick that I like to use is when the fish are heading down, slacken right off. You may lose them, but you got to let a little bit of slack, let your line bow. The fish feel that line near their tail and they end up swimming back up into the pool. So if they're going to go on you, slacken off just enough to let them come back upstream. This is a nice coho, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks good. Definitely over 10 pounds.
Yeah, oh yeah. We haven't even gotten to the big guys yet.
No, not the big northerns. Oh, here.
And again, as Dale mentioned earlier, you got to keep a lot of bend in your rod. So walk up the shore to get these guys in.
Yeah.
And again, when you beach them, keep them in the water. Always keep that fish in the water.
Okay, now I can get him.
Got it? All right. So
Nice
what do
fish.
we got? Coho?
Coho.
Coho.
Even with the glove, they're hard.
Yeah. Oh, another beauty. Another beauty. Now, see if we can get the fly. Oh, look at that. They don't fool around. They eat it. They grabbed right there. Barbel's hook comes out like nothing. Another dandy. Another, 10, 12 pound fish. Oh, look at that. Out here. Beautiful chrome fish. And they fight like crazy. I love it. I just love it. There. Another good one. You know, it's crazy. What we're going to do is take a break. Have a little break for a little while. I mean, you can only catch so many in so long. You know, we've been casting, you go out there, you cast for 5 minutes, you hook a fish, come back in, relax. Yeah. Unbelievable. Nice. Well, when we come back, some more great fishing from the Skeena River. Beautiful. That looks like a steelhead to me, the way he's running. Not that big. Look at him, he's going to beach himself.
Oh,
he did.
He's just tiny. He must be a little steelhead. A little wee steelhead. He went right in the...
Jeez, that's crazy.
They're tough fish. Eh? That fish isn't even 5 pounds.
No.
He's just a little wee Maurice River steelhead.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, one of those.
Is he?
I think so.
No, looks like a sockeye.
Oh, sockeye, yeah.
Yeah.
Little sockeye.
Little
yeah.
sockeye, okay.
Little sockeye,
there you look at him, he's just a little guy. Little sockeye.
Spunky?
Well, there he is. No spots on the tail at all. And different little sheen to him. just a little guy, a little sockeye. Now this would be a great eating fish. Of course, we're going to let him go. But these are, whoa, great eating guy. What a fight. Hey, he was dancing all over the place.
Sockeye go crazy, and they get him about 12 pounds in here,
sockeye.
too. Big sockeye in here. Yeah.
So now, is there a retention limit on these sockeye?
I think they've upped it to 4 now. It used to be 2. It depends which part of the river you're in. Of course, we're not keeping. So.
But mainly because of the big run this year. Yeah, I mean, it was an exceptional run. They decided to open it for keep. But I mean, in past years, it's been pretty tough.
Yeah. Although the sockeyes usually in the Skeena, it's been pretty good.
Been good?
Yeah, the Coho this year are so many that they've upped it to 4.
Well, it's time to put on a new outfit. I'm going to go with a big spay line, or spay rod. I got a 13-footer here. Another nice big angel, so we'll try this. So I mean, essentially all we're doing is dapping. So I'll try this guy and see how it works. It's really good for bottom bouncing. Spay lines are excellent for this because really essentially you just want to give it a little flick, little roll cast, and just let it bounce through. So give this big guy a try. It looked pretty dark.
It's big, whatever it is.
Oh, it looks like a Chinook.
Does it?
Yeah, it looked pretty big and dark. You know, a little darker back. This is great casting with a spade too. You just got to flick it out there. I like it.
You might get a big boil on this one, Les, because I'm going to try to drag him in over here quick, and then he'll really rip. There he is. Grab him done. Oh, big steelhead!
No.
Big steelhead!
Is it?
Grab
Oh,
him, big steelhead!
No, wait.
Huge steely!
Is it?
Huge
Oh,
steelhead!
yeah, it is. Look at the size of this fish.
Oh.
It is a steelhead. It is.
What?
And you can tell because
I tell
look
you.
at all white gums. All white gums, big spots.
You got your camera, Mike?
This is a huge steelhead. Look at this. That's a monster steelhead. Like, how much does that guy weigh? That is just huge.
Yeah!
Huge steelhead. Oh,
and I
my
had
God.
2 on before it, and I was mad because they were about 15 to 20. I thought lost them.
We thought it was a Chinook to start because we didn't see the spots, but you can tell right away you got the nice rainbow spots. You have the white gums. You got the spots on the tail. A real big steelhead. That is just gorgeous. Look at that big male. You know, he's going to go all the way up. That's what's going to, there he goes.
He's a Babine River fill. Look at him.
Oh, he's going. That is either a Kispiox Or a bad bean fish.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the biggest steelhead you've ever caught.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That would be about equivalent to the biggest I've pulled in.
That's 23
yeah,
to 25
I would think
for
it's
sure.
over 20 for
yeah,
sure.
oh, it's over 20
We didn't do
for sure.
measurements, but he's big.
Oh, he's here. I mean, picking him up, he was a monster. Yeah, what is
8
it?
o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning.
We've
We haven't
already
even begun.
probably landed a dozen fish landed and then others on.
Isn't that cool? What is he?
Don't know. He's a bigger species though. He'll be coho.
Got any hope of getting him?
Oh yeah. That's another thing, is just working their head back and forth. Try to tire them down, keep them off balance. No, I don't know.
Geez, a big coho.
Coho?
Yeah. There's the fly.
Oh yeah.
Right in the, might need the, oh no, there he is. Well, that's a nice coho. You know,
Yeah.
nice size.
10 pounds?
Yeah, 10 pounds, our normal size there. Look at the colors. They're just, aren't they gorgeous? Just silver as can be.
Right
Just
under the
beautiful
salt.
fish, right out of the salt. Coming up. Well, let's get her back in there. Oh, gee. You got to be really careful when you get that. So let me see the fly. We've had really good luck with this pattern today. And it's one of, again, Brian Schlenker's original tie. The guy's he's just a fantastic fly tyer, and he always comes up with these ingenious patterns. This one's got some purple fox to it, which is a special ingredient, and we call it the purple enticer, Brent's purple enticer. Let's go to the bench and tie it up. This week on the bench, we're going to tie you up the purple enticer. Now, when you're fishing for migratory fish and you have clear water conditions, you want to start small. And this pattern seems to be a really good go-to pattern to start with. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. We're going to tie the fly on a Mustad R90 size 8 steelhead hook. We'll use some 3/0 red thread to tie with, some purple rabbit for the tail, some purple crystal chenille for the body, a 5/32 inch orange bead for the bead, and some purple rabbit for the collar. To start the fly off, I've tied on my red thread and taken it to the rear of the hook. I'm going to take my purple rabbit and I'm going to pull off or even cut off a good patch. So take some scissors and cut as close to the back as you can and cut off a nice section of rabbit. And we want it to be about almost the length of the body. And then tie it in for the tail. Now take your purple crystal chenille and tie it in near the rear of the hook. Make sure you tie it in good, because you will be pulling this forward to form the body. And after you've got it tied in, move your thread towards the bead and start tying in the body. And keep it thin. We want a nice thin body on this fly. And leave yourself a little room at the eyelet to tie in your collar. Now there's two ways you can form the collar on the fly. You can actually do a dubbing loop and put your rabbit in and form a collar. Another way though is to actually take the rabbit and tie it in and leave yourself a little bit of room. I've actually got a good 1/2 inch there. Cut off any excess. And take about 1 to 2 wraps of the rabbit, and as you wrap it, just pull it back over the body. I'm going to take about 2 wraps because you do want a nice collar on this fly. And then tie it off right behind the bead. To finish the fly off, take your whip finisher, and I'm going to whip finish again right behind the bead. Make sure you take quite a few whips here just to make sure it's good and secure. Cut it off, and you have the option to head cement if you like, and just trim off any stray hairs near the front of the hook, just to get rid of all that near the front. So that's it. That's all that is to the purple enticer. You know, the thing about this pattern is once that rabbit gets wet, when you form that collar, it really thins out. The fly is quite small, and that sparkle underneath really attracts the fish.
I don't think it is a pink.
No?
No. Sockeye. perfect condition, but small. Oops. Oh, they spin. There he goes. Nice little sockeye. Oh, he doesn't know where he's migrating.
Another steelhead.
I
And
got
of course,
trouble.
that's what we came here for, to key on the steels. And you know what? It's so nice out, I think I'm gonna take the jacket off. It's actually warming up. And of course, today on the Sport Fishing on the Fly, we're keying on the steelhead in the Skeena. There's a lot of steelhead running up here right now, and it's just fantastic. You know, so you were saying, why go and beat yourself up in October, you know, when you could plug steelhead here steady all day long, and big ones. It's just awesome.
Wow, that was a good job. I didn't get to see. Is that what he was? The steelhead?
I don't know, he looked like it. He skied twice.
Yeah, he did the big jump.
It's either, of course, it's either a coho or a steelhead, but
Looked like a chunky fish. Good shape.
yeah. Yeah, he looked to be in that 10 to 12 pound range again.
Boy, he feels bigger.
The thing out here is you never know, right? You just never know what you're gonna get. It looks like a coho.
Oh.
She's a big coho. Yeah. I'm just gonna get the fly here.
Coho.
Right in the side lip. Yeah, nice coho. You know, again, nice and thick though, eh?
Yeah.
Nice and healthy. Look at how beautiful silver that is.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Mud
Gorgeous fish. He's just ready. Like, you know, there's barely, you know, sea lice have just come off these guys. He's gonna get me wet again, isn't he?
Nope.
Nope. Gonzo. The lucky glove.
Yeah, the glove is good though, isn't it? The
Oh,
glove
yes.
is good for getting the grip because they're really
Yeah, and as I
slippery
said earlier,
peduncle.
we're out here keyed on the steelhead on this show. We did some other shows out here we tried to get the variety, tried to get every kind of species. Now it's keyed on the steelhead because we know steelhead are pouring through. And Dale had a really good point about when you want to target steelhead out here. You're saying they tend to follow the sockeye.
Yeah, sockeye, we've had a lot of luck when the sockeye, when we're hooking sockeye, we tend to hook a lot of steelhead in with them.
Yeah.
I think they run the same times, they migrate with the sockeye.
And that's a good point too. We've had some bad steelhead runs in the past, but this year seems to be an exceptionally good one.
Yeah.
What do you think the cause is? You had a good point on that too.
Well, I think they've got a selective fishery now
Okay, what does that mean?
when they're catching the sockeye, they have to release the steelhead.
Oh, okay.
And so they've put them back in, you know, as much as they can.
Yeah.
There's a lot of release. So we're seeing the bigger runs this year, this 2008.
Yeah.
The Skeena is just, I mean, I've never caught so many steelhead in July, so
Which
it looks
is great.
good. Yeah.
Looks good for the summer run coming back up the Maurice, the Bulkley, and everything else for the
Absolutely.
steelhead.
Yeah, the fall this year should be good.
Well, we may have to come back in
Yeah,
October.
you
then.
might.
Okay.
Want more information? Visit us at sfotf.ca.
To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.